Good evening. How are we all doing, everybody? We'll be with you guys very shortly. We've started a bit earlier tonight because we're going to be getting in and talking about some Train Sim World content through the Dovetail forums. So we're going to do a little bit of a forum squiz. But I just need to speak to somebody on the phone, which is my daughter. So bear with me for a second. I shall get up and running very shortly. Good evening. How are you all doing, everybody? Thank you very much for joining me. Pleasure as always. Bringing you Train Sim World 6 gameplay. We're going to be saying 6 for around a month more, and then we're going to be saying TSW 7. And I will be changing my shirt, actually. So welcome. I am waiting for the official logo to be revealed, and then I can order my shirts. Right. How are you all doing, everybody? Live chat is subscribers only. As always, hit that subscribe button, turn the notification bell on, and join our family today. All right, so I am using the keyboard, mouse, and Stream Deck XL once again, and I am using Reshade settings. Let's go to this screen now. So we're at the Dovetail forums. So we're going to be doing a little bit of exploring before we go live tonight. Do note tonight we have our moderators in the behind the scenes. They are looking at clickbait and fake accounts. So do note that. All right. So, we are ready to give you some news. So no announcements. And I know that there's been a few people on the forums over the last few days talking about how Dovetail is very quiet this year leading into the Dovetail Direct. And I'll be honest with you guys, it's a norm. It's a norm. Okay, the amount of chat with the community Two. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Can everyone hear me nice and clearly? Hopefully you can. Right. So yeah, I'm having some mic issues at the moment. And yeah, I've been having a few problems with this mic over the last few days. I think the wiring might be going on its way out. Hopefully not. We can't afford a new mic at the moment, so that's one thing we don't need. Anyway, we are ready to go. So we have for you guys here tonight. Okay, a moderating team has deleted something there. We are ready to go. So yeah, no announcements at the moment on the announcements area. As you can see, the announcements area has been very quiet. Obviously we know what's happening this week. Dovetail Direct. Now, to give you guys the Australian time zone and New Zealand time zone and starting times for the 3-hour clock and the official starting times for the actual Dovetail Direct as follows, ladies and gentlemen. So in New Zealand, the Dovetail Direct will be starting, I do believe, at 5 a.m. New Zealand time, and will be that will be the countdown clock for the 3 hours, and then the official Dovetail Direct will start at 8 a.m. New Zealand time. So that's for the New Zealand folk out there. For us Australian people, ladies and gentlemen, on the East Coast in Queensland, New South Wales, ACT, Victoria and Tasmania viewers, the starting time of the Dovetail Direct countdown clock will be at 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. will be the official start of Dovetail Direct. Now, do know there will be little sneaks, little peeks and sneaks through the 3 hours. Obviously, last year we got the snippets of announcements. We knew announcements were happening. We knew announcements were happening for quite a while before the official announcements of the announcements. But yeah, we knew that there was something that Dovetail were working on, and it was just a matter of time, that it was going to happen. I always thought it was going to be TSW5, but then I said to you guys, well, it's obvious it's definitely TSW6, and ended up being TSW6. And has improved along the way over the last 12 months. I have to say that much. It's definitely better than what it was at the launch. So anyway, that's for the East Coast. For people in South Australia, it'll be half an hour less on those times I gave you, and 2 hours less in the West Coast. So it will be 2 hours less in the West Coast. So half an hour less, half an hour more in New Zealand. Obviously, they're 2 hours ahead. We're 2 hours behind, and it's 2 hours behind again in Western Australia. So yeah, it will be a fantastic time. It will be Wednesday morning, our time here in New Zealand and Australia, and New Zealand. So do note that it will be on Wednesday morning, the 26th. Okay, so you might see the 25th on there, but it only says the UTC time. Okay, so when you work off UTC time, that's the time you get. Okay, so it's late. I can confirm that this is the latest that Dovetail Direct's been on. And normally, last year it started at midnight here in Australia, in the East Coast. It started right on midnight. So it's actually 6 hours later than what it was last year. For the UK viewers, and German viewers, it's actually on quite late for you guys. And everybody's been questioning this. Well, why are they doing it so late? Is it because they know now that it's obvious that the people are starting to realize that what they are all about? I don't know. I can only assume that there will be a normal time slot roadmap the following day. So they normally do follow up a day or two after with a roadmap. So expect that later this week as well. I know Railfan TV is not out there, but I can only speculate on going on history of Train Sim World. They've done it in the last previous few editions, where they have the roadmap a few days after, and they talk about it more. And obviously that gives you guys a chance to talk about it on the streams. Obviously, whatever's not announced, it's not announced and not anyway. Our live chat subscribers only. keep the chat clean. Don't say how you going today repeatedly or anything like that, folks. We want to talk about Train Sim World. That's what we're all here about. We're not here for AI bots to be faking chat here tonight. Okay, so let's get it up and running. And speaking of AI bots, I had a message today on one of my truck videos, truck shorts. Do I look like, if that person's watching, do I look like I'm Aussie, mate? Seriously? Do I look like I'm Aussie? Huh? I'm original blood, mate. So if you don't think I'm Aussie, then you seriously, I'm going to throw my fucking boomerang at your head, all right? So, yeah. And my VB bottle. No, I don't drink VB, actually. I actually, Crown Lager or a Great Northern for the beer. But, yeah, I'm a Scotch drinker. I'm a Scotch drinker when it comes to that. Anyway, let's get it up and going. We're going to have a look at the general discussion because this is where the Train Sim World 7 discussion is going on. What routes we'll be getting in Train Sim World 7 is quite interesting as well. That METT's on there again, I see. She's always putting her 2 bob in, isn't she? That's skanky mutt. Right. Let's have a look at the latest. So the latest was yesterday, actually, at 7:08 p.m. That would have been... Oh, it was last edited, actually. God, I have to edit it. Leads to Doncaster is apparently in the works, according to somebody. You will want it to include York. I hope they don't do that section of the East Coast. Come on, we don't want that. We don't want that. I was okay. I was thinking this too with the Class 185 as the deluxe loco. If Dovetail managed to get the TPE license, which they don't. I can't confirm that. They don't have the license. The Class 91 would be, yes, would be great. With the Swallow, of course. They are talking about Thomas and the Wonder Sassordo on the Dovetail Direct. I can confirm it is a DLC. So there is a DLC going to be announced for Thomas and Friends. It's going to be part of a bit of a story. And I do believe 2 logos. So yeah, I do believe there's 2. So yeah, and there's more of the island that's going to be revealed. So yeah, that's all I know at the moment. Okay, that's all I know, and that is only speculation. It's not confirmed. Okay. I was thinking that you could use the Class 801, Class 333, and Class 91 as the deluxe loco. And yeah, a lot of people are wanting the Portsmouth direct line, which is the line I've been telling you guys about between Portsmouth Harbour and Waterloo Central. So we don't need another London route with no passengers on a big massive hub with no passengers. Come on, we do not want this happening again. Right. Let's now get into our gameplay, folks. So we'll be with you guys very shortly with that. We are just going through the forums. All Vern's been very active, I can tell you that much. This Emily TT, she did have a little face on there at one stage, but she decided to get rid of her little fatty head. And yeah. Anyway. We don't have to go into that. We've told you guys about that stupid skanky mutt a few times. This guy with the Eiffel Blue. Right. What the hell is that? Okay. Yeah, so not much going on the forums at the moment. Would like to see a bit more discussion. Obviously, Matt's put his 2 bob in on the texture blues. Let's see if there's anything else that's interesting to talk about. Let's see what Emily said anyway. I also have heard of them until I googled them up. It could be a new sim MP or even a new editor, but the Roman language should have been. Ooh, is it a new train sim? Okay. Look, it's another thing to talk about before we go into our first trip tonight on the West Coast Main Line with the Transpennine Express 802 /2 Nova. It is noting that tonight that we are using mods, as always, but let you guys know that it's been 10 years since Train Sim World was announced. And that was when Train Sim Classic was 10 years old, okay? Now, this taking a grain of salt, okay? Now, people are starting to sort of speculate that the hardcores that have been around for a long time, that there is a possibility of a announcement of a new Train Sim because of the cancellation of the Metro Rivals earlier in the year, and their focus was shifting to Unreal Engine 5 with a new Train Sim. It could be possible. Now, I think we're in very early stages, and I don't see announcement being happening here until this time next year. So that's when I really think we will have an announcement for a new Train Sim. And that will be when they... I don't know if we're going to get the 10-year anniversary through Train Sim World release. I think we might, because if I remember rightly, the release was earlier in the year with the original TSW. Or was it later? I can't remember. It's that long ago. It's been 10 years. A lot of things have happened in 10 years. I'll tell you that much. My daughter was only a bubba still. So, yeah, both of my daughters were bubbas. But anyway, it is possible that they could maybe tease it, but I'm leaning towards no. I'm saying 12 months down the track. I'm going to stick to that this time around. Anyway, let's get it up and running, shall we? Here we go with the rail action. Oh, yo, I know where we are. Yeah. Nice. We're doing it somewhere different this time around.
TPWS and AWS operational. TPWS and AWS operational.
I think there's a bit of a problem with that one. We will try again. I went to raise the pantograph and it wouldn't raise for some reason. All right, let's try again. Just ignore that time, folks. That's UTC time. It's 26 here in Australia. We actually got thunderstorms on the forecast tomorrow afternoon, so yeah, it's not looking too good tomorrow afternoon. I've been out truck spotting today, and I can confirm that I've seen another road train today. I did post it up on a short on the channel, and we'll be featuring in an upcoming episode at the M2 motorway at Borkham Hills. New location at Borkham Hills today, and I was actually using my brand new tripod today, actually, for the first time. I now don't only just have my portable tripod. I actually now have one that's proper 1.6 meter stand one. So yeah, I finally got another one as well. So yeah, that's Quite nice. But anyway, that's the truck side of things done. We're not talking about trucks no more. That's it.
TPWS and AWS operational.
They shall do. Right. Let's get it up and running. Alright, we have the pentagraph up. Do you believe? Yep. We did that. All aboard, yes, we're all aboard. If you could keep the chat to about the trains only, that would be most appreciated. Thank you. About to get back on the main line now. So that was the cutting that goes through. So yeah, we're going back onto the main line here right now. So we have the one of the branches on tonight. So we'll do a run on the branches, and we've got a few other exciting things as well. High speed 300-kilometer action on the English State to the Newburgh. Absolutely fantastic German route. And we also got some US action on the night as well. Hey, we've got some USA content, and we don't have to say no more about the Lower Jefferson line being leaked. Is it going to be a core route? Is it going to be part of Dovetail's core routes this year? Is it going to be one of the take a ticket route announcements? Diesel loco has been highly requested by the community for quite a while. The Class 91, I would not be surprised if this gets announced officially. Hopefully it's not by Alan Thompson, because we know it. Oh God, everybody will be shaking their heads already, and it'll be like, why are you giving it to him? He's going to end up screwing it up again. Okay, that was an object. That's why it was. And because this is a modded one, it's going to probably freeze up a bit more. Right. Yeah, I'm not really too much of a fan of certain US I don't mind the US content, but it's not something I go to all the time. I prefer the German and UK content, of course. The UK stuff, the commuter stuff, is right up my alley, because obviously I live in a big city like Sydney, and we're very commuted. Like we're just commuted everywhere, you know. So doesn't matter if it's bus, train, car, truck, whatever. You know, we commute a lot. So. Right, I'm in shorts tonight, folks. It's been quite a warm day in Sydney, 25 Celsius today, quite warm, and yeah, it was beautiful out there today, but actually got too hot to the point where I sort of got tired of truck spotting. I was, quite hot out there. Yeah, I've seen a YouTube video channel actually through the forums actually over the last 24 hours, and caught my eye actually. Sort of reminded me of myself when I've sort of started my YouTube channel, you know, with the you know, hardly any subs, and you know, the views not too bad actually. His view base is not too bad actually, and I seen that he was doing some of the modded stuff that I do, and I thought, oh yeah, this guy looks alright. He's using the jet wash lighting, which is, you know, that's alright. I sort of gave him a bit of a heads up, you know, told him who I was. I'm a GFTSW. I use the Reshade, which I'm using here tonight, and yeah, you know, there's all different settings in Reshade that'll give you a nice nice looking detailed sim, and yeah, for me it's quite a nice balance I've got going here. Yeah, so it doesn't look like I'm going to get out truck spotting tomorrow. The forecast is for heavy rain to be moving in early, and in the late half of the morning, and yeah, there's forecast for thunderstorms too. So I'm sort of, yeah, in a bit of a pickle. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to spend the day here. Went down a bit too fast then. Yeah, the Pennine is one of the routes actually in TSW. I like to see in a modern version actually, because like I explained to you guys, the Pennine has been heavily redeveloped in reality, and yeah, a couple new stations as well, and yeah, it's a lot changed from what the British Blue era of TSW on it. So yeah, it would be quite nice to see it in a modern era in the sim, but even if it was done by a oh, we're going through Wigan. Is it Wigan? No, it's not, is it? Oh yeah, it is. Yep, Wigan. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a route that goes from that station down the bottom there eventually. I'll have to do a bit of research to see where it heads to. Actually, there might be something that might come in out of it, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll be up for that. I don't know, I'm just thinking, you know, they got the route hopping, which I keep saying to you guys, I wish they would connect routes, but instead of this route hopping BS. But anyway, Sam Travels is here. G'day, welcome. Let's get that speed up and running. We're awfully behind the speed. Don't know why this is freezing up still. I've cleared the cache up on here. Continuously keeps doing this. Yeah, you like your your West Coast US content more so. I know, Chris. I know you like the Endelope Valley line, and I know I know you don't mind the Long Island Railroad on the East Coast side of it, and is it the NEC Boston? You like the Boston section of the Northeast Corridor, don't you? That probably, out of all the sections, that's probably my favourite as well. You know me, I love the CTC free cab car. Sort of reminds me of the old legendary Red Rattler here in Sydney. You know, it's just, yeah, it's a legend. It's automatically like my favorite. My favorite US trains are door slammers, and yeah, the CTC is sort of classified as a door slammer for me. So yeah, I'm just a big fan of the door slammers. And ATC and access, yeah, it's easy. It's not that hard. It's not like PZB. You know me, I pull my hair out with PZB, but I'm still learning PZB, folks. I am now starting to dock the. I'm starting to lift the locks off with PZB, and I am starting to now. After, like, I'm a TSW OG, but PZB's always been one of those problems for me. It's just always been frustrating when you acknowledge it and never acknowledges, you know? So, oh, yeah, you like the Northeast Corridor, Boston. That's correct. Yes. It is a great stretch of the Northeast Corridor. The stretch I like to see, and I have to agree with, I think it was Train Sim Society did say it as well, and it's the Philadelphia-Baltimore section, and yeah, I love to see that section of it too, more so because of the scenery changes and something different from Train Sim Classic. So for me, I would like to see them tackle something of the Northeast Corridor that they haven't done out of any of the two sims. So I know that there was a fake one on Train Sim Classic, and it ended up going into the Abyss. There was nothing around in that. It was just, yeah, stupid. So we're not going to get into that side of it. Like, I'll be okay with Baltimore, Washington, D.C., but it's like copy, repeat, TSW, you know, TSC, you know. So, yeah, that's why I'm hoping that they'll pull the trigger on something that's bigger and, yeah, more exciting for the rail fans out there that haven't done that particular section, so... you know me, last year we got the Morristown line. You know, I was talking that route up for many days and streams before they officially announced it. That was one of my highly wishlist US routes that I wanted in TSW. Obviously, the other one I want to see is the B&O subdivision, which is the other part that comes out of Cumberland off the Sandpatch Grade. The B&O subdivision line is way better than the Sandpatch Grade, I tell you that much. And also the cheese system runs on there, and the B&Os. There's so much different variety that you can have on that particular route, and it's beautiful. I actually prefer it over the Sandpatch Grade. So, you know, obviously my ultimate freight route I love to see from the US is the Feather River Canyon from Train Sim Classic. Love to see that in TSW. It's just rivers, trees, mountains, the iconic bridge that goes one way and the other. It's like Van Diesel and Brian going one way and the other. It's just, yeah, it's one of those. It's just an iconic Californian bridge, railway bridge, and yeah, in a big deep gorge, and yeah, it's definitely something I love to see in TSW. And High Iron Simulations did that in Train Sim Classic, so they are a third-party developer. I'm hoping that they will work on that one after they release this little short mine route they're doing. Here comes 323, Northern. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see if the northern route with the 333 ends up being a core route or being a future release of TSW. So we know that's been talked about and leaked and all that stuff. And you know me, I hate leaks. I hate seeing this stuff because I love surprises and. Yeah, the 333 sort of reminds me of a modern version of the 165, 166. It's yeah, it's sort of got that shape. I really don't know what to think about it. The line sort of, the way it's shaped, and that's sort of reminds me of the Riviera. I'm not sure if it'll sit with everybody. Like, I know that a lot of people are eager to get back to the East Coast main line and get some sections going on there. And I have to agree, yes, we're definitely overdue for that. Me personally, I like to see the south section. As long as Rivet are not involved in it, we're happy. Don't get Rivet involved in it or we're fucked. Okay? It's simple. Even though they did sort of redeem themselves with Riviera. But, yeah. They're not doing any routes anymore, thank fuck. Well, let's hope they're not actually. We don't know. They might announce one in freaking bloody Dovetail Direct and everyone will be like, no! Monica! Everyone, I swear if they do, everyone will probably be turning around and saying, we're done. That's it. We're not going to 7. No. Google it up there, Chris, and have a look at it. It's like a wider version of the 166, 165. That's what it's sort of reminds me of. It's an EMU. It's basic, you know. It's got its basic, you know. You got.
We are now approaching Preston. Please take all your belongings with you. Please mind the gap.
Usual cab features and you know, TPWS, AWS, and you know, you got all the safety systems there and whatever's in use, but it's not a bad one. It's not a bad one. I'm not sure how highly requested the 333 has been. As far as I know, I really haven't seen anything about the 333 on the forums. So I don't know where the hell they've gotten the survey from of it being a highly requested loco for Train Sim World. Like I said, I think that the Waterloo to Portsmouth or even Southampton Central would be a lovely release, and I think it'd be something that would be requested by the community a bit more. But I think people are sort of also worried, like myself, about the lack of passengers being at Waterloo Station. And we already see that at Euston, and that's a major hub, and it's going to be the major hub of UK when HS2 gets official in God knows when that's going to be, in the early 2030s. Yeah, I think that yeah, sort of begs the question, are they going to fix the passenger problem? As well as the bloke textures and everything, have they been sneakily fixing the passenger problems behind the scenes as well? Like, we don't want to, look, I'm already telling you now, we don't want Euston Station if they're going to have an empty, naked station with no passengers coming in and out of the trains. It's bad enough now when you start a service, even at a fucking bloody terminal station, that you have passengers coming off the fucking damn train before boarding, when everybody's supposed to be boarding. You know what I mean? Bad enough seeing that already.
Doors closing. Please stand clear.
Okay, there we have it. Very nicely done. Yes, the builder is Simmons. Yes. Yes, 2000 to 2003. That's yep. So they are a train that's been in service for quite a while. Yeah, there is a possibility. Is it going to be a core route? Is it going to be both branches? How far is it going to go? Is it going to be the whole shebang that I've showed you guys on a recent stream? What other locos go on it? I think the 323 would possibly go on it. Because Northern being already in the game with the 323s, 158s. You'll think the 158 would be another one. You think the Class 66 would definitely be a piece of it, and I'm hoping the Class 90 would be there as well. But yeah, I think we need to make more use of the Class 90, to be brutally honest, because we paid enough for it, for a shitty fucking release, and I'm telling you now, that was probably the worst release in this era. And yeah, I know there's been a few dodgy ones, but anyway. What I'm quite surprised at is that we have not had the release of the we got the branches, but seriously, where is the update for the North London route? Like, seriously, the Richmond extension. Like, when is it ever going to happen? Like, seriously, we have to wait again to another era for this damn line. Yeah, the Airedale, yep, line, and the Wharfedale, yep, that's the one. That's the one. All right, let's head back to the main menu. Wonders of Sordor. There's going to be a new DLC for that. So yeah, that is a paid DLC. God knows how much it will be. Anyway. I know there's a mod on here. Dovetail Direct. It's actually Wednesday morning in Australia. It's Wednesday. So just again, folks, the Dovetail Direct here in Australia, the East Coast, it's at 3 a.m. when the countdown clock starts ticking. And the official Dovetail Direct starts at 6 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. God knows I will be half asleep. To be brutally honest, I'm just going to probably just listen to the first part of it and then get up every hour and just listen to what happens every hour and then go back to sleep, and then I'll freaking wake up again. Red Bulls are ready. Red Bulls are ready. Yeah, UK is 9 p.m. 9 p.m. UK. Which is an absolutely stupid time because, like I explained to my viewers earlier, when the Dovetail Direct happened last year, I think it was 5 p.m. I think I remember rightly, 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. And then UK time, and then it was midnight here in Australia. So it was all right. It didn't really bother me. The last few actually have been around midnight. So, yeah, it was okay for me because I'm normally up to around 1. So, yeah, it's all right normally for me. But let's get it up and running. Let's do a evening service. Where we going? To Newburgh. Did we do Newburgh last time? We headed to Newburgh. Doesn't really matter. We'll just fly, go, let's roll. A bit of light cloud, actually. We'll bring the light cloud a bit down. Do that in the month of June as well. A bit of light cloud. There we go. All right. Nice summertime in the UK. Quite warm in Sydney here today. It's it's been 25 Celsius today here in the west. It's been our hottest day in months. Really good. We were apparently going to be getting up to 28 degrees next week, but that's changed now, so it is now 23. One of the hottest. That's the hottest day in the next 7 days. It could change again. Who knows? I did say 28 there, so I was like, okay. Yes, it is. It certainly is. It's taken longer than I thought. And it's because obviously Dovetail are money hungry like always, and they, how much stuff is behind behind the 8-ball that they haven't released. That's we know how much is behind. It's because they got to fix all these other issues before anything else. Okay, let's unlock the doors.
Türen geöffnet. Störung, Störung, Störung.
AFB. AFB.
Let's make sure I've got everything active. Enable TZB. Easy. Lounge. Done. Oh, actually, is that the lounge? Yep, that is. Done. Okay. Am I at the station with the passengers, or yeah, it's the other station. It's the other end without the passengers. Yeah, so I'm still sticking with my theory for the German route for the core route for Train Sim World 7, folks. I am still saying Ingolstadt to Munich, and I have changed my mind with the deluxe train, and I'm going to say the ICE3 Nano, and over the I'm hoping it is the ICE4, but I'm thinking the ICE3 Nano, because obviously Dovetail are lazy, and they'll probably do a couple of little tweaks with the IC3 and classify it as a Nano. Yeah. Yeah, of course there is, Chris. Why wouldn't there be? There is, obviously, there's a lot of rail fans out there that appreciate, different trains and stuff. So it's, I've seen a lot of content even from Spain that I just absolutely love to see in TSW. Also with Dovetail Direct coming up, folks, I'm hopeful that they'll give us some more information with the Portuguese route, actually. I'm very excited for that. The train is very awesome. I'm a big fan of the train. All right, let's get it up and running. It would be nice to get it up and running if my brakes were off.
Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
Why the hell do I have to watch Deal or No Deal? Like, why they send me that for? I don't watch that shit. You know, it's funny how we have game shows here in Australia still, and that's supposed to be cracking down on online gambling. But yeah, even though that's a game show, and that's a sort of a form of gambling, and it's on TV, but yet we're not allowed to go into the GTA casino. Oh, come on. There is one game we can still go into, though. Nobody. It's the game of cards. They didn't shut that down. Right. I don't really care anyway. Like, I'm an ex-major gambler. I gambled a lot of money. So, for me, it doesn't really bother me. So I don't gamble. I say to everybody out there, and it's probably true, you gamble with yourself every single day when you walk out the door, because you never know what happens out there in this wide, crazy world. You know, and it's proven. It certainly would, Chris. I've been stumped a few times on this route. I'm like, holy crap, I forgot my brakes are on. That's a train I haven't taken on here yet, the double stackers, the Dossos. I am such a fan of these blossom trees, though. Alright, LZB kicking in. There we have it. 80 miles to Newburgh. Ah, yep. We're going the same way as we did the other day. Pretty certain we went this way when we did the Nürnberg Express.
Nächste Station, Nürnberg Hauptbahnhof. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung links.
It took a while for that announcement to come through. That's actually probably true to reality too, because yeah, we sort of get announcements on the XBT more so, which is our our long distance high speed trains. The announcements come later on, you know, not straight away when you're just off the blocks, and you know. So I like the fact that's actually a little bit further down the track when they announce that. Yeah, I know Richie Rails is, yeah, I've been watching I watched Richie Rails with that prediction. He keeps thinking the Miami's going to be the freaking US route. Look, that route is so boring, it's just going to put me to sleep if they end up doing that. I definitely would not be doing that route too much. It's quite boring. I've done the Train Sim Classic version. It's, yeah. I regret that purchase. Let's just crank that up to 300 now, because we're not going to get up to 300 before we... Thank God, 300 and 330, I think, is the max it goes. Yeah, that's why they've run the mod in. Yeah, Richie Rails has predicted the main reason he reckons it's because there's too many stations to go to Portsmouth Harbour. If they went all the way down to frickin' from London to Brighton, I'm pretty certain they'll go all the way down to Portsmouth Harbour. I know there's multiple stations, but we've had routes with multiple stations before. And there's not many I don't think there's any tunnels. So Dovetail hate tunnels. So I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, it would be nice to see it. Go all the way down the Portsmouth Harbour. The beautiful pirate ship down at the end of it. It would be great to see that. And obviously you change there to go to ferries over to the Isle of Wight. So yeah, it's another route hopper would be at the bottom, at the end there, where you could go over to the Isle of Wight. So it makes a lot of sense. Well, put it this way, Omar. I like to see them go back to US freight. And I think the B&O subdivision would be an absolutely fantastic release. And I think it makes a lot of sense, being 10 years of Train Simworld, that they would go back and do the other line out of Cumberland. And the cheese system is a license that Dovetail have. They have the cheese system license. They have the B&O license. Okay, so they already have these licenses, and they can easily put these in. Maybe they've got to renew the licenses, I'm not sure, but I know they had the license for Train Sim Classic, and I prefer this over the Sandpatch Grade. Now, on the Sandpatch Grade, there actually is a statue of one of the cheese system trains on the side. And that also, I've always had that to be a clue for the future for TSW. So, I know that that route wasn't the original route that they had originally before they went with Sandpatch Grade, because as you might be aware, if you're an OG like me with TSW, you people out there that are like me know that the Sandpatch Grade was not Dovetail's original choice for the first route. Like, it could be better now. I'm not sure. I know that there was CSX content on there, which sort of would be okay to see again. If they were going to announce more countries, I like to see Italy. And obviously here in Australia, but they'll probably give us something that's not up our alley. And I don't know, I'd like to see some new ScotRail stuff announced, but if they're going to do another country in the UK sort of area, I'd like to see Ireland. They've got some really nice trains. Actually, there actually is a new modern train actually over in Ireland. Actually, it's quite interesting and wouldn't be a bad fit for TSW. And my ancestors are Irish, so I'm probably being biased there as well. So I've been, yeah, probably been a bit biased. So is the mother of my kid. She's half Irish. Her mum and father were from Kilrush in Ireland. Yeah, that's what's coming over this way, Connor. Well, you got storms. Is it lightning storms? Yeah, that's heading this way. It's sort of north as well, like it's sort of coming off the... Some of it's coming from Northern Territory, and yeah, the rest of it's coming down from there. It's working its way over the east coast. Yeah, storm, yeah. Yeah, I'm not surprised there, mate, because yeah, I've seen it on the forecast, and I've seen it was over there already, and I thought, oh yeah, here we go. We're getting the summer patterns already. That's the Leneno, folks. It's yeah, we know that. I know Europe. I know you guys have been copping it over there throughout your summer, so we're starting to get it now. And we're only in our final days of winter. As soon as September 1 comes, it's spring. Look, the fuck. Was that blurry or what? Excuse my French then, but yeah, you clearly seen that. Yeah, lightning, yep. Oh, yo, yeah, you got it, so that the lightning's more up towards Port Augusta. Yeah, you got no lightning, you got a fair bit of rain though. Fair bit of rain going through. Yeah, the edge of it's in Leeton at the moment. Actually, there is decent trucking company from Leeton actually that I have seen in my files. Leeton and Sons, I think they call it. Pretty sure they're from that neck of the woods. Yeah, so I've seen the -1 refrigerated transport triple finally today. I know M1 Truck Spotter captured that around a month ago, and as soon as I seen it, I was like, oh yeah, I'm hopeful to see that one eventually. And yeah, today was the day. So yeah, seen that come through. Give that a save. Yeah, I was just checking the radar then. Doesn't look like too much lightning around the Adelaide area. It's more Port Augusta, which is more further on the other side. It's where the a lot of the minefields are out at Port Augusta. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening with my brother over in Perth, but he's one of my nephews, which is his son, got in contact with me recently, And he's like, have you heard from my dad, you know? And I asked him, who's this, you know? I go, is this, because I seen Jai, I said, is this my nephew? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you know, how you been and all this? And he asked me if I heard from my brother, and I said, nah, mate, I haven't heard from him. I said, he was meant to come over last year sometime, and stole a couple grand off my dad. Haven't heard from him. Unfortunately, my brother in Perth fell into a wrong crowd situation, and yeah, it's unfortunately, yeah, you know what has gotten to him. So yeah, unfortunately, it's what happens when you've got an addiction. You can't escape. You know, I escaped my addiction of marijuana over 12 years ago now, and I haven't looked back since. You know, I'm better for it, and unfortunately, I have an addiction for women. That's a major problem. That's a major problem out there, brothers. Because, as you know, they are a pain in the ass. So yeah, no, yeah, he's lost contact with him over there, so I'm not sure what's going on. I'm hoping he's okay and alive, but yeah, I'm thinking something's happened. I'm hoping he's actually getting help, to be brutally honest. We'll soon find out. Okay, that's the PZB kicking in there. So we are coming down on the PZB. So we're going to bring that down to 248. That'll do for the moment. And then we are going to be going down to 280 according to the sign. So we'll get that back to 270. And it also depends on personal reference with the routes as well. OMA, YK3XU. It's obviously you might like that style of gameplay. You might like that route. You might have a bit more insight on it than what I do. It depends on, like I said, it's personal preference. It's not everybody's cup of tea. You're not going to please everybody on your style of gameplay. So I might not like it, you might like it. That's just how it goes. Hey, and I don't diss that. That's, you know, that's fine. Everybody has their own preference, like I said. Okay, the 280 is approaching. The next one after that should be 160, if I remember rightly. And that should kick in very soon. You will hear another bip. That will be the next LZB situation of dropping the speed. We are gradually doing. So I know it a little bit more. Now I've done it a few times. I do believe it's 180 straight up after that. There we go. That's the next LZB. Which we have achieved already. I'm such a big fan of this release. It's right up my alley. High-speed rail. I haven't got any of the expert stuff on, folks. That's too hard. That's too hardcore. Yep, that's correct, because, yeah, all northern colours, Chris, yes. Right, time to concentrate. Let's get that save going.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Right.
Please do not sit on or obstruct the stairways.
Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
Coming into Nuremberg.
At night rave near the guard's compartment, naked with a blue light.
Okay.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Done.
SIFA. SIFA.
Nächste Station Nürnberg Hauptbahnhof. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung links.
SIFA.
Approaching the naked station. There is some passengers, but they're on the S-Bahn sides, and it will be fixed in a patch. Probably Train Sim World 7's release, who knows. I'm hoping they will do it in that. Okay, not safe to release.
SIFA.
500 hertz should be up here. Now. And that's the first time I've actually successfully done the updated ICE free with the PZB, LZB, SIFA, the whole shebang. Without, obviously, the expert side of it, but don't really need to be doing that, putting that extra stress on. It's already stressful enough. I'm still learning, even though I'm my OG of TSW. But yeah, this was one system I always never really understand until recently, and I was like, now I freaking finally get it. But anyway, with nice, beautiful platinum metal there, and we've got plenty more rail action still to come here today, folks. Don't go anywhere. We're heading to the US next, and we will be back in a couple minutes' time for the rest of All Aboard. Can everyone hear me nice and clearly? Yeah, I'm having technical difficulties with this. I bumped this to, like, really, it's, yeah, it's got a problem. Might be up for a new mic soon. Hope not. This one's lasted for quite a while. And this is not a cheapo either. This is freaking $300. microphone. Right. What was I gonna say? We're gonna do. Oh yes, the Boston. It's a very. It's been a while. Been a while. That we've done anything on here, and I don't think what I want to do those when they're 0. Seriously. See if we got a nice little quick one. It's a 50 minutes one, so it's not too bad. But it's gonna sort of take a while. Might get away from that one. I'll do the other Boston actually. I just not come. Still under Boston Sprinter. I don't know why. NEC Boston. Makes a lot more sense. All right, let's take the cab car. Oh, we could take the random cab car. Might be nice to take this little bad boy for a spin. Nice little 25-minute one there. So let's rock and roll with this one. I was going to take the 3, but I'll take the 5. Okay. Yeah, I just have some mic problems, Chris. So that's why I'm just like. If I remember rightly, it is not that side. It's that side. Kind of reminds me of the old thick and bloody V sets. Ah, man. Just the way the staircase and that is, and it's like, giving me thick in the shits. The old legendary's gone. Alright. Gauge lights. Bright and Onyx. Is it Bright and Onyx? Some of these sellers actually need a lot of maintenance. Notice there's a holding yard that's got a whole heap of them. Oh, it's a mixed bag. We got a couple of the. Oh, yep, too easy. Fair few of them got the other style, and don't forget we got the independent brake, holding brake on this one. So our speed limit is the one at the top there, because we are using ATC and Access. So originally tonight I had a plan to do the NEC New York Trenton, but New York Trenton, is it New York Trenton? No, not New York Trenton. I was going to do an M8 trip originally tonight. That was the original plan, but yeah, we had a change of plans with the modern timetables and that we have for East Coast Main Line and West Coast Main Line. So sort of changed our line up a bit. Well, it depends. They can go into any of the holding yards that they choose. I know there is a holding yard that they have some ones that currently they're just abandoned. They're just, and some of the numbers actually are some of the ones that are in TSW. So when I seen them, I thought, oh yeah, they're probably the ones that Dovetail went and bloody seen at the thing, and they've put the ones that are abandoned into the game. Yeah, typical Dovetail, cutting corners. So yeah, probably no surprise. Probably how they got their reference. I can't remember what yard it was, but I know it was in the New York region. It is. I was wondering when the alarm was going off. It's not as bad as the other one. The other one's like a full, like, whoop. Like, it definitely wakes you up. It's like, oh. Sort of reminds you of the nuclear power plant freaking bloody melting down, you know? It's like, hey, hang on. Just resting my eyes. Okay, Boston Back Bay, followed by Boston, well, they got the limits, obviously, Boston South. Yeah, after that. You know, I'd love to get the north section of the Boston actually next up, folks, if they're ever going to do any more of the Massachusetts transportation. And yeah, I like to see the North Park go into it. I'm pretty certain one of the stations' names is Chelsea. So it's that particular line that I like to see in TSW. I know it's north. I know it's north of what we've got now, so. Yeah, I wouldn't mind any more, some more of this, this content. I'm quite surprised we haven't had the, any of the other Amtrak's trains into the game yet. For me personally, I like to see the Surfliner. And I love to see the Liberty. They got more of a chance now than what they did previously, because we all didn't want to in them a while ago, because they would have done the prototype, and we don't want the prototype. But we've got no worries on that now. I can't remember where I've seen it, Chris. I know I was watching something. I'm not sure if it was part of Train Sim Society or not. I know that, I don't think it was, but I know that, I think he was briefing about the Liberty recently on TSW as well, because he was thinking sections of Northeast Corridor, and I was thinking, well, if you want the Liberty to go into TSW, you're going to have to do a big section of the Northeast Corridor. The Philadelphia, Baltimore section works perfectly. Yeah, so me personally, I'm definitely all for that. I like to see the Chicago race track as well. I'm just worried that they'll put Chicago in the game, and you know how big Chicago is. It's one of the biggest cargo hubs of America, and it would just look naked and empty the way we currently have TSW. So I hope they do hold that off and not go down that alley. Even though I'd like to see Chicago TSW. We should have a speed change here, surely. We've got to drop this down. Yep, I know. I freaking totally forgot about freaking this. I got it. Don't worry, it's there. Not really, Chris. This is what they do in reality with the CTCs and CT3. They are mixed bag in reality. Some of the, if you're not aware, back in the days here in Sydney, there was mixed bags as well with double stackers and singles as well with the Red Rattlers and the Silver Trains. Yeah, the real old S sets and all that we had, and, you know, it's yeah, I seen those when I was a kid. Mixed bags of double stories. 2 levels and 1 level carriages. So, nothing new.
At night rave near the guard's compartment naked with a blue light.
The train on platform...
Sorry, wrong button. Yeah, I'm just waiting around for the Dovetail Direct, you know. Yeah, I'm hoping to get the hell out of here soon, you know, go somewhere new. Okay. And where would you like to go? I don't know, wherever the hell it takes me. Alright. Have a good day, yeah? Alright, I'll say will. Alright. Alright, Boston Back Bay. Oh, you're wondering where all the passengers are in Houston Station. Here they are, all here in the US. Yeah. Boston, home to the my team in the NFL, the New England Patriots. It's a CTC5 cab car. It's a beautiful, beautiful train. The mixed bag, yeah, with the double stackers and singles. We've got a few minutes here at the station as we are due to depart at 6:30 and 45 seconds on top of that. So we've got a few minutes here. Let's have a look at the forums while I'm... Oh, you know what? I'm been bloody playing with the bloody display capture all bloody night. Has the game looked pretty good tonight with the display capture, folks? Because I don't normally use the display capture. I apologize for that. I'm using the game capture now. Just going to see if they finally opened up their mouths. No. Still nothing in the announcements. There's what routes are we going to get? Once again, somebody saying, I would love to say they find... This is from Bob, hashtag 5089. Now, this is never going to happen, and I'm going to tell you this now. They won't change the Unreal Engine from 4 to 5 or to 6 because it was not... Train Sim World is never going to change the gaming engine. They didn't change the gaming engine in TSC. They're not going to change the gaming engine... as far as I know, they didn't. They're not going to change the gaming engine in TSW. They only changed the number. And that's what I'm hoping they will do. They'll finally move the freaking gaming number. But, in the Unreal Engine 4. But, God knows that won't happen. Nivea support would be great. That would be good to see. But anyway, he says, I would love to say they finally switching their Unreal Engine, but they need to first fix millions of bugs that they have before they do so. And it won't happen, mate. It won't happen. So get it out of your head. It's not going to happen. They've repeatedly said it numerous times. It's not going to happen. They got PC editor. It's not going to happen. Sounds interesting, but quite... Okay, yeah. Apparently a Romanian route's been announced. So if they do reveal new countries, I'm going to say Romania straight away. Apparently it's Railforge. That's the company. Third party. Right. We're approaching Boston Back Bay as well. We just come out of Boston South. It's the next stop. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to make about last week's little video they did. We obviously heard a bit of the new music. But yeah, when they were showing Crew, the only thing that really stand out to me is that it didn't look like there was no blurry textures. So I'm definitely saying now that one of the features of TSW7 is blurry. Blurry textures is a problem's finally been fixed once and for all, and it's not just PC; it's console. It's mainly console. So that's the only thing I can think of. And I did say to you guys months ago, I wouldn't be surprised if they pull the trigger on, you know, the blurry textures problem being fixed once and for all. You'll have to buy Train Sim World 7 for it to happen. Because knowing Dovetail, they're cash cows. And, yeah, that's the only thing that really stood out for me in that. Straight away, I was like, there you go. I was right once again to my community. Attention customers, we're approaching Boston South Station, terminated station of the Northeast Corridor. Make sure you have all your belongings with you before departing the train. Mind the gap and make sure that you leave the premises if you are planning to smoke. This includes e-cigarettes. Remember also that alcohol is permitted in the station grounds as well as on trains. Yeah, the other day actually, there was somebody vaping on the train when I was heading out west actually, and the lady come over the intercom and was like, just to remind you that there is no vaping allowed on the train, no smoking, no No smoking at the station or on the premises. If you're planning to do this, do it outside. And you know, she kept raving on and on and on and on and on about it. It's like, well, you should know who the person is, and if that's the case, so for them to actually do that, are they seriously? Have they got? I know they got cameras on board the trains, but are they actually watching them in their cabs? I thought it was quite funny. I thought, no. Some idiots planning to smoke on the platform. On the train, sorry. Yeah, I thought it was wrong at the time. Yeah, it was the train was packed. It was school time as well. All the school kids were on it, so I can only assume it was probably a bloody one of the school kids. But yeah, the way she kept raving on about it was just like, what sort of got me laughing. I thought, I felt like turning around and saying, oh, well, you didn't mention joints in that one, or pipes, or bongs, or anything like that. So I was like, okay. Could have been a smart ass and turned around and said, well, you didn't mention anything else. But, yeah, nah. That would have been the youth of me, not now these days. Right, there we have it. Putting on the air brakes there, very nice. And hundreds of thousands of passengers coming on top of each other there, beautiful. And one decides to go back in. I forgot my suitcase. Another one leaving the station. All right, lovely. That was very nicely done, and we had the full safety systems on that one tonight as well. And yes, let's continue our march here tonight on All Aboard, episode 174 with the Godfather, Train Sim World OG, and former loading screen contest winner under the name Aussie Don. So yeah, that is me, the Aussie Don. And we're here doing our Monday traditional live stream. Just a reminder, folks, that this week on Wednesday, we will not be live streaming Midweek World of Trains. We're on a special night this week with Midweek World of Trains, and that night is Thursday. So we are live from Thursday on from 7 p.m. on Thursday with All Aboard. And I do believe this week is episode 270. So yeah, we're celebrating our 270th edition. I do believe. I will double check that actually. So many episodes later, and it's just, you know, you keep forgetting about things. So yeah, we are live with 260. Is it episode 260? Episode 260. There you go. Not 270. Jesus Christ. We'll be doing that in TSW7. So yeah. Episode 260 this week of Midweek World of Trains on Thursday. So do look forward to that one. We'll be talking all about TSW7. We'll be showing some photos and whatnot, it's probably as well. And get your thoughts out there. That's what it's all about. Communicating and getting in the chat and communicating. I'd love to have Omer on board chatting away, and Connor, what you think your highlights will be in the route at the release. Chris, yeah. Who knows? You might get another LA route. Who knows? I highly doubt it, but you never know. Yeah. We'll soon find out, hey? We'll soon find out as we go along. Now it's time for the Valley Branches. Let's get it up and running. Right. All right, here we go now with the 2H11 7:05 a.m. service handling on times to Triton. See what I mean? Like, you're starting a service and it's like all these passengers coming out. Like, you're at a terminate station and you want passengers to come out of the train. Are you in the head or something? Like, seriously. And of course, we got the mod that gives us all the branding and billboards and the Lancaster University Triathlon is on the Sunday the 10th of September 2017. That is long gone, but if you wanted to do that again, maybe it's on again here in 2026, and you can swim 400 meters. Jesus, that's easy. Cycle 20 kilometers. Yeah, been there, done that. And run 5 kilometers. I do more than that per day. If there was a way to get in and change the billboards myself, I certainly would, and I would definitely put in some latest advertisement for the UK in there. Keep it local. You know me, I'm all about branding. If you watch my American Truck Simulator content. Done some more skins today, actually. We are closer now to... I can confirm, we most likely could be releasing 2 mods this week for American Truck Simulator. So the Kenworth Legend Stars update's coming along quite nicely. And it would be nice to actually move forwards if your DRA was actually off.
Station is Shipley. This is a Great Western Railway service to Twyford.
Now it's time for roof cam. Enjoy. Yeah, I think the Hudson line is more likely going to happen at some point, but I don't know. I'm sort of lost sort of the urge for that to be released in TS. I don't see that happening in this release. It may be in part of take a ticket, but if it is, if we do have another US route in take a ticket outside of what we already know, I can only assume it'll probably come in the 2020 Saks. 2020. I sound like a Kiwi all of a sudden. Sorry, my cousins. No, it'll most likely come in the 2027 summer period. We normally get it around that, you know, before the financial, you know, thing happens in the UK. So March, April, you know, around that. Yeah. Ay. Probably not surprised. I did wake up early today. I woke up as soon as the alarm went off at 7:40. I was like, "Yep, let's go." Ooh, I'm up, go truck spotting. It's a nice hot day, and it was. It's quite warm already this morning. I did take a jumper with me, and I took my light jumper with me today, and I thought, I'll take it just in case, but I highly doubt I'm going to need it, and didn't need it at all. Tomorrow's going to be a different story. It's going to be quite wet and cold. It's back around 19 Celsius. Not too, that's not too cold, but it's all right. Remember that there might be these announcements for TSW7, Chris, but they might end up coming later on in a future Train Sim World. I'm still thinking they won't call it TSW8 next year. I think it'll be Train Sim World. I think we might get back to the original logo with with maybe some stars around it and 10-year anniversary in it as well. So just makes more sense. But if they're going to call it TSW8, well, they surely got to, surely the background's got to be a black color, because obviously 8 being the 8 ball, on a pool table, I think the black makes a lot of sense.
The next station is Wargrave. This is a Great Western Railway service to Twyford.
Wargate next. Wargrave. What did I say? Wargate. Wargrave. Yeah, I have lost the appeal for the Hudson line.
We are now approaching Wargrave.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
So when they've seen the Jefferson City, the Jefferson line, and the Long Island Railroad leaked the other day, I thought, okay. That means the diesel lures finally coming into the game. The diesel MTA. This has been a very highly requested train for Train Sim World for quite some time. To see this finally in the game would be just mind blowing. It's so cool. And it could layer on to the Long Island Railroad as well. So, if they so wanted to upgrade the timetable, which would make a lot of sense, and I think it'll be requested by a lot of people. If not, we'll get a modded timetable, hopefully. Yeah, I just think it makes the obvious sense, and I think everybody would lean the same way for that. But let's just not think about that, okay, right now. But They might end up changing the logo style again. We don't know. I don't see the style changing. It would be nice to see a new style. But that's not the major issue that we have with Train Sim World. We know the issues. We don't need to keep going on about it. We know. So, unfortunately, we're rail fans and we love what we see. But we don't like the way it's being played. We want routes to and logos and like game packs, whatever they are, to come out when they are knowing that the packed version that comes out to us is what it should be and not have problems, and what we paid for is quality and not the same old dog shit in the freaking middle of the yard that we continuously buy. I can imagine Matt Pedestal with his little, you know, caddies on, and actually behind him they're actually devil's ears, and his little smirk on his face would be like the guy's smirk on the face in Home Alone. You know, the dude with the big smile on Home Alone. Imagine Matt Pedestal with that smile. It could just be like, I'm even. We got the money from you, and I sucked this in to buy another one, and it's real problems again. Sorry, but it's true. You know, like somebody's got to be brutally honest, all right, with you guys, and that's, you know. Like, I give big praise to Train Sim Society for not signing the waiver about staying true to himself. I love the fact he stays true to himself in that fact. Man, if I knew I could do that beforehand, I would, you know, I would have been a goody dude shoes, and I'd become a Dovetail ambassador. I don't really care about being this, that, how many views I get. I'm not a suck. Unfortunately, I'm somebody that is true to myself and true to the community and true to my fellow Train Sim World players out there. I still love to see a co-op. I've seen your comments, Chris, but I'll probably be honest. It's not going to happen in this sim. It could be a future Train Sim like from Dovetail that could prompt multiplayer or co-op or something like in that vein. I'd like to see a co-op, you know, come to fruition where one would be the guard and one would be the driver. But I, love to get, guests in here and we can, one could drive, one could be the guard, and but I just don't see it happening. It would be nice to see, but yeah, with the issues that we have already, it's advisable not to pull the trigger. Thames Path. So you got Oxford there as well. All right, there we have that particular trip done and done. We've got plenty of gameplay still to come today. So if you like to stick around, folks, you can. If you like to go, hey, there's always a replay for you guys of our live streaming action. So you can come in for a little bit and then pop in and watch some of the rest of the where you left off, and you can pick it up from where you left off, and at any time you like. 1440p replays are provided on our Train Sim World past live streams playlist, where you'll see all the great content of our replay action of our live streaming from Train Sim World to Train Sim World 6 and beyond. And yeah, I am moving to TSW7. I can confirm it is happening now. So yeah. All right. Right. Let's have the main menu. No, another beautiful door slammer there. The New Jersey Transit. The Morristown line. Is that going to be a part of our top 5 countdown? That's the question. It is a question that needs to be answered. All right. So head now to some more action. And we're going to do a bit of Manchester Airport commuter. Manchester Airport commuter. And we're going to take the 323. It's been a while. So it's half an hour service. Here we go. Do enjoy this one. Here we go. You play on console, though. If it was cross-play, it would be good. But, I don't know. I think it might not end up being cross-play. If they did decide to do it. Maybe it could be a way where they could not be cross-play at first, but then they'll find a way to get cross-play in. Maybe when there's more fixes done and they've... yeah, who knows? Who knows? I like to see them build it in a way where maybe it could be in a closed beta, you know, behind the scenes with some of the beta testers and that, and then could be something that could have been worked on for the last 12 months and we don't know of. And yeah, TBWS, what else do you want, eh? Okay. Taillights off, days are on. Right. Very good. Close the doors. Is this a branch of the West Coast Main Line? Wilm Sloan, we have Handful, Chudley Stockport, Hetton Chapel, Leven, Manchester Piccadilly. Change to Manchester Piccadilly for connecting services. This is a Northern service. All stops to Manchester Piccadilly. Mind the gap when leaving the train for the platform. Mind the gap. This station is Wilmslow. Yeah, I'm just gonna go through the wall. And off the cliff. Hey, go ahead. Make my day. Yeah, I'm still trying to find the way. Make you walk all the way down here.
Doors closing.
Handful of next. This station is Handful. Mind the gap when leaving the train for the platform. Mind the gap. Yeah, he had a cup of coffee in his hand, yeah. Oh, shit, wrong button. Slow down, Oz. Ah, bloody hell. Press the wrong button there. I'm short on the platform, now I'm fast one. Jesus. Ah, I'm getting tired. You can see it. We only just got on the platform on this one, so... Yeah, only just escaped it.
Customers are reminded that smoking is not permitted in enclosed areas, such as waiting rooms, toilets, underground stations, or on trains.
The train.
The next train to arrive on platform number 5 goes to Allagong, Allamatta, Bank Robber Plains, Boggabdoon Heights, Broken Hill Harbour, Bunganwell, Bungarra, Circular Square, Cootamoo, Cowmoo, Cowhoo, Dubboville, Dunphy Bath, Ferry Fall Flats, Lapjans Park, Lunagong, McDonald Farm, Moss Heads, Mount Flats, Mount Heads, Northern South, Parkville Park, Richville, Rooty Tooty Hill, Rootworthy, Surface Tank, Sulphide Paradise, Wagga 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 Wagga, and Waterhill.
Thanks for coming along, Chris. We'll see you on Thursday, buddy. Yay. Right. Approaching the next station.
The train on platform 5 goes to North University. First stop, Macquarie Ride, Kingswood, Eastworthy, Glen Campbelltown, Wentworth, Blackstone, and then all stations to North University.
Please do not sit on or obstruct the stairways.
Chris has left us for the rest of the stream here tonight. So, yeah, like I explained earlier, if you don't stay for the whole lot, there's always a replay. You can pick off from where you left off at any time, any place, anywhere. Advisable if you are using the mobile app or if you are watching on a mobile device or a tablet or any hands-free device, it is advisable to have the YouTube app, and then you can go into the little cog and advanced settings and put the live stream into 1440p, and it is the best way to watch on a mobile device. Stockport, a big station coming up next. Palomino coming through. There's another 323 coming off the other line there. Might be going through actually. It looks like it's pumping through the station. We're approaching Stockport. Next station is Stockport. Yeah, I was talking to you guys for quite a while about this particular route. In reality, it's I first played this route, this particular section of the route on the Valley branch, the Valley line, the Valley one they had on Train Sim Classic by Just Trains. Oh man, it's it was released around the same time as the U-Bahn, and it's such a amazing Train Sim Classic DLC. I'm just such a fan of it. So yeah, when this section came in straight away, I was like, oh, wish they bloody did the other part of it, you know. Been great, you know, to go down the valley. And yeah, both ways were great, always great. But yeah, when I seen this was coming in, I knew straight away. I was like, oh, Stockport finally. So I knew how big this station was. They gotta fix this bloody damn cameras that keep bouncing around on certain objects. Anyway. Oh, slow down, Aussie! Slow. Coming out like Van Diesel. Where's that plane? There it is. A plane. I know who that is. I don't have to worry. Ah, Voyager. Too easy. I'll talk to you after. Right. Got to remember, I started the live stream a bit earlier tonight. I was really keen to get in and just get into the forums and run through it with you guys and see if there's anything interesting to talk about in there. And Dovetail's been quiet as still, which is no surprise because they're working tirelessly behind the scenes to try to get TSW7 as good as they possibly can ready for launch, which we all know there will be a whole bunch of like 500 brand new bugs coming into the game. Make you fucking download everything again. God, it's really, really bad this year. This happened to re-download shit every year. Has to come to an end, seriously. If they're gonna pull the trigger and 8th gen support's finally been removed, which I called for last year and they didn't, but anyway, it would be nice for them to actually, if they can pull 8th gen support, they can surely find a way to stop us having to re-download everything every year to try to make it look like it's a brand new game when it's totally not. Because that marketing ploy surely has not, surely that's weird thin, for players that have come on board over the recent few years. I've been warning you guys for years now that this is just a marketing strategy. They can do like every update every year, you know, they don't need to be continuously having the freaking, you know, go to a whole new game. Whatever they think makes it happen to bloody download everything and make it look like a new game is beneath me. It's, yeah. Like, seriously. What is the real reason? And we know the real reason. We don't have to even have to get the Melbourne Storm supporter with the cowbell ficking to tell you, because it's obvious. Manchester Piccadilly coming up. Don't know why it lags around here. Like, why? Like, it's always been like it since release. There's not even that many trains around here for it to freaking even do it. So I don't know. Did we go past Colossus Line? No, we didn't. No, it's over there. Why is it always itching bloody somewhere? Coming up, folks, we're going to take a trip on one of the good old goodies, folks. The London Brighton Main Line, London commuter. Absolute, the last of the free rush hour routes that actually do need to be updated to TOD 4 and the Skybox, and desperately needs an upgrade timetable with the we've upgraded Class 700 with the different variant 10 cars and 12 cars. Actually, I just thought that bringing East Coast Mainline South section into the sim between Peterborough and King's Cross would prompt the Class 700 being upgraded so they can have the 10 cars and the 12 cars, because they run on there in reality. And we could get an upgraded Brighton Mainline. Like, who knows? It might be part of the remaster squad this year in the TSW7 era. But it would be nice to see it upgraded finally once and for all, because that is the final one of the Rush Hour releases. And we know how smashed up the memory was on that route, and biggest timetable at the time, and all this razzle dazzle, and God, what the fuck's with the frame rate back there? Jesus Christ, there's something going on there. Fucking hell. What could be causing that? I do not know. Class 87 there on the side, beautiful. Right. All right, there we go. We've that one. Nice bronze medal, platinum medal. All right. And now a word from our sponsor. We're going to throw in a little ad break there. We're just going to insert that. There we go. Lovely. All right. And you're on All Aboard, episode 174. You're with the Dawn. That was our first trip tonight, ladies and gentlemen, with the modded timetable on the West Coast Main Line with the transport. Absolutely banger. So yeah, very nice train it is indeed. All right, let's now head to. Oh, no, we're not going there. Jesus Christ. Back in a second, folks. Sorry, I was talking to you guys without the mic this in. We should have had a poll vote. We should have had a poll vote tonight, actually. But anyway, if I did do a poll vote, I probably would have said, what country do you think will be revealed first as the core routes? Would it be the USA, UK, or Germany? Last year, they revealed the Morristown line first up. So the US went first last year. So what will be the first country this year? That's the question. When Morristown was announced, I was like, oh, yes. Straight away. As soon as I seen the train, I'm like, oh, that's got to be the error-free. Right. I know it's still under London commuter. It's Brighton Main Line. We know that. We knew that. Okay, we know. We know. Okay, we know. We're going to take the /8. And we're going to do a nice little 15. Could we do a 15? We could do 30. 856. Let's rock and roll with this one. I'll get rid of the enable screen. Here we go. Bit of Brighton Main Line. (2092) London Victoria, the East Croydon, and the Class 377/4. Over here would be your 705s and all that as well. And they got a couple 465s here as well. Yeah. 375. And then you got your Gatwick Express here with the 387s. Betterseed Park is first stop. Clapham Junction, change at Clapham Junction for connecting services to the North London Waterloo Line, Portsmouth Direct. Right. One thing I can say about this particular route, with DX11, I've always had the frame rate lag like dog's balls around here. But with DX12, it's always been better along here. This route only on DX12 runs quite well. But I took away DX12 and the custom engine recently because of constant I had more freezing going on, more spike freezing, you know, mainly around corners. It was just jerking around the bends. So yeah, it sort of frustrated me. So I got rid of all that. But yeah, this desperately needs Todd for upgrade, you know, skybox and. Of course, we got the modded sounds. So we got the Electro Star mod. We're approaching Betterseed Park. Please mind the gap when leaving the train for the platform. Jesus, she's got some fancy clothes on. She must have come from the nightclub. This station is Betterseed Park. And there's the factory over there. That's actually a factory outlet shopping centre now. It's actually designed by a Queensland lady, actually, that shopping centre. It's the old power station of London. Welcome aboard this Southern service. The next stop is Clapham Junction. Change at Clapham Junction for connecting services to the North London line and the Portsmouth Direct. And whatever else you want to go to. Don't tell me, I just fucking the bloody announcement. And there is the Waterloo line there, the Portsmouth Direct, right there. There it is. Yeah, it would be awesome to see an upgrade to this route. Obviously, you know, we would have the upgraded skybox in the background, you know, finally see some London buildings in the Brighton main line. And yeah, it'll be great. Desperately needs it. I just, you know, when you look at it these days, this was definitely built at the wrong time, you know. This particular DLC was built at the wrong time. It was very highly requested though, so, yeah. Just would have loved to have seen it more so in TSW 6 era. Would have been great because of the announcements and everything, so it would have been, yeah, a perfect era to have it in. And yeah, we'll soon find out if it finally gets the royal treatment of getting upgraded with a new modern timetable, and get the Class 700s finally on here as well. They only run on certain sections of the route, so yep, we'll watch that space. We're approaching Clapham Junction. Here we go, coming into Clapham Junction. I don't think it'll be on this timetable, but obviously if we got to upgrade to this, maybe if we did get the Southwest trains into the game, it might prompt them to come in. And also the North London, the Class 710 and all that on the other side, you know, we might see those as well, you know, here at the station, you know, so that would be another feature of the upgrade. Because obviously North London being in the game now, it just makes, yeah, the overgrounds, it makes a lot of sense that they will show up as well. Along with everything else we got here already, so yeah, it would be a very interesting upgrade. We still got Wandsworth Common, Balham, Stratford Common, Norbury, Fortneath, Salhurst, East Croydon.
Doors closing. Please stand clear.
That reminds me, since I removed my mods a few weeks ago, I forgot to put the Brighton mainline enhancement back on. Damn it. I was looking at the billboards there. I'm like, hang on. Forgot to add my enhancements back into the game. Oh, well. Doesn't matter. We're close to TSW 7 now, so. It's probably one mod that probably needs to be upgraded, but anyway. Right, so as I've explained to you guys, going down to Portsmouth Harbour in the Volley of Wimbledon, it is this one, just here. So that's Brighton Main Line going that way. This is the Portsmouth Direct right here.
closing. Please stand clear.
Yeah, I thought I was dreaming when I seen the wonky wheels on one of the trains on the new German route. Actually, I thought I was dreaming when I seen that a few days ago, and fucking hell. Yeah, I seen the video for it, Train Sim Society too. I thought I wasn't. I just ignored it on the stream. I did see it there when we did do the our launch live stream for it, and I really didn't think of it at the time. I thought it may be just a bug for me at the moment, or. But then I seen it. Train Sim Society had it on his thing when he did the review for it, and I thought, there you go. They need to fix that up. That's what I don't understand. Now, a few years ago now, I know they talked about it on one of the streams. They so-called brought this new system in that was supposed to identify bugs and everything before they slipped through the cracks and out to the public, and that just has just turned out to be another lie from Dovetail. Out of all the continuous lies they've talked about over the years, if you watch a bunch of their videos, trust me. If you watch the replays of them now, you'll know what I'm talking about. You'll gather the evidence eventually, and you'll be like, I praise the Godfather because he was right. Tried to warn us, about getting deep into this sim, and yeah, it's like I say, the wonderful world of Dovetail Games, and it's a crazy, crazy world. There's some great train sim world releases. There's some great trains and routes on here. Like, this is one of them. I'm such a fan of the Brighton Main Line. But like I said, this is desperately due for an upgrade and a modern timetable. And I know we've done the mod timetable on here with the 700s, and we had the mod version of the class 700, the 12 car. So if we were starting a service on here, folks, and we had the GSMR properly working on this one, we would have had to put in 667 on there as well, on the coding. So that would have been maybe 209 and then 667. Coming in Aubrey. Yeah, I've seen the new live weather mod they got for Train Sim World. You have to pay for it though. Yeah, I'm quite keen to maybe give it a whirl in the TSW7 era. See how it goes. Yeah, I thought it was a little bit too late to release it this far, like this close to TSW7. I thought it was a bit of a why are you doing this now? Why can't you wait for TSW7 and then release it? But it's alright for people that are going to stay on TSW6 and not move. For the PC players only, that is. The live weather thing it is. So... Three stations to go. It's Fortin Heath coming up. Oh, yeah, God, man. Been a big day. Gotta be aware of that. I was looking at the backdrop there. There's two cars fighting each other. There was a green one and a white one, and then the green one just decides to just do a donut and fucking go the other way. Clearly seen that. Right. East Croydon is our final destination. We're approaching East Croydon, our final destination. Thank you for watching this week's All Aboard Live. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and see you on next week's edition. Our next Train Sim World live stream is Thursday, with a special day of midweek World of Trains. Yeah, we're on a special day this week for midweek World of Trains, folks. Unfortunately, I can't stream on Wednesday. I have we have a big boxing event happening here in Australia with the Kita Zoo fighting on Wednesday night, and I'll be at my mate's house on Wednesday night having a few cold ones and watching the fight. So we'll be live on Thursday from 7 p.m. Australian Eastern, 6:30 p.m. South Australia, and 5 p.m. Western Australia, 10 a.m. UK, 11 a.m. Central Europe, 5 a.m. Eastern USA, and 2 a.m. West Coast USA for Midweek World of Trains Thursday edition, episode 260. We are due at 9:30 here at the station, so it's probably going to pull the trigger when that happens. Back in a second.
Do not leave your luggage unattended on the station.
But there we have it. Very nicely done. Dovetail Direct, 25th, 1700 at UTC. It is the starting of the 3-hour countdown starts at 3 a.m. Australian Eastern, and 6 a.m. is the official start of Dovetail Direct. So we will have Train Sim World 7 on there. Obviously, there'll be Thomas and Tank DLC announcement with the first DLC for Wonders of Sordor. So there we have it. It is another All Aboard done and done, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 174 is in the books. We're live next Monday with episode 175. And our next live stream, Midweek World of Trains, will be posted up tomorrow sometime, ladies and gentlemen. So do look forward to that. And if you're a truck fan, folks, earlier today we had episode 191 of Don's Truck Spotting Australia Adventures, my truck spotting I do. We went for the very first time to a new part of Eastern Creek behind the Sydney Motorsport Park and to Peter Brock Drive. Peter Brock Drive. And we went around Peter Brock Drive, around the factory areas and everything around there and whatnot. And then we went to the, just off Peter Brock Drive, along the M4 motorway heading westbound and eastbound. There is a truck stop. There is a big Airpole service station eastbound and westbound. But we went to the westbound Airpole truck stop. And that was the first time there, and seeing some amazing trucks parked up in there and whatnot. And then we have M4 motorway action as well, with the trucks rolling down the motorway in Sydney's busiest motorway, the M4 motorway. And the Eastern Creek section is the busiest of it all. So, yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, that's now showing on our channel at up to 4K. And episode 191 tomorrow is a nice little short one from Huntingwood, ladies and gentlemen. It's a really cool one coming up tomorrow. Huntingwood is our next adventure. And then on Wednesday, we will have the premiere of episode 192 from the M2 motorway at Borkham Hills, which I did earlier today on my brand new 1.6 meter standing tripod, actually. So we've got some, nice still. We're doing some shots recording on the brand new tripod earlier today. So, very nicely done. So that will be premiering on Wednesday. So look forward to those new episodes of Don's Truck Spotting Australia Adventures coming your way. Anyway, that's all we've got time for. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you on Thursday. What's coming to Train Sim World 7, folks? Who knows? It could be some of the leaks as call routes, or it could be some of those leaks could end up going flushing down the toilet, and Dovetail's going to say, fuck you, you stuffed it up, you paid the price. No, I highly doubt they'll be doing that. But anyway, we sort of know some of it, but anyway, we'll see if they're calls or part of the Dovetails take a ticket. As long as Tadami Line's not part of Take a Ticket again, I'm all happy. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care.